selfish ghost.
Guregian, as undisputed champs, Patriots have relegated AFC East rivals to little more than sparring partners. Dolphins and Bills have essentially served as sparring partners for the Patriots. The way it's worked, these AFC East opponents have climbed into the ring with the Patriots year after year and warmed up Bill Belichick's team, getting them tuned up for the big fight ahead, the postseason. With 14 division crowns under Belichick, and a 15th title and 9th straight division crown very much in their grasp, the Patriots have beaten their division mates to a pulp for close to 2 decades. The Bills have received the worst of the pounding, losing 29 of the last 33 meetings, including 5 in a row on the road and 12 of their last 13 in Orchard Park dating back to 2003. The Dolphins? It's 12 of the last 15. As for the Jets, it's 20 of the last 27. So what's it been like to keep getting beaten by Belichick and Tom Brady? To keep banging your head against the wall year after year after year? There was clearly a difference in mindset when you were an AFC East team on the outside, as opposed to being a Patriot. Tucker found that out after the Bills released him and he landed in Foxborough, where he played 1 game before being traded the following preseason. The Bills cut me after my back surgery in '05. And when the Patriots signed me that year, I remember saying to my wife, "I'm on the team that wins," said Tucker, an analyst for many outlets and host of his own podcast. We were talking about who we were going to invite to the Super Bowl because they won it the previous 2 years. We were pretty excited about it. Damien Woody, who was drafted by the Patriots and played with them for 4 years before moving on to Detroit and eventually the Jets, understands the dynamic well. He was there in the Meadowlands during the Rex Ryan days. While those Jets teams had some success, he knows all about the mental block these teams have to overcome. Ryan tried to change his players' mindset. He had the bravado, the "I'm not going to kiss Belichick's rings" attitude. Woody said the Jets fed off that for a time. Tucker thinks that's what's happened with both the Jets and Bills this season, based on moves that were made before the season started. I've wondered, with some of the moves, like what the Bills did this year, trading Sammy Watkins and Ronald Darby for draft picks next year, you almost wonder if some of these teams, the Jets as well, you wonder if they're gearing up for post-Brady, Tucker said. Honestly, it probably makes sense. What are the odds they're going to win the division against a Patriots team that has the greatest quarterback who ever lived? It's just not real good. Sammy Morris, who played for both the Bills and Dolphins before joining the Patriots, also knows what it's like being the perennial punching bag. His second year with the Dolphins was when Belichick's protege Nick Saban was the coach, adding another competitive layer to the mix. Actually, players are taking a page out of the Ryan book. Newest chief Darrelle Revis claims he won't be extra motivated today when Kansas City takes on his former team, the Jets. He doesn't believe he has anything to prove to the team that let him go a second time after inconsistent play last year. "No, we have a long history. I've played there since 2007, Revis told the Kansas City Star, skipping over his stints with the Bucs and Patriots. "I had an awesome time there. We had our runs, our AFC championships back-to-back that we missed out on. Great guys, great teammates and coaches that I've been around there. Most of my legacy was with the Jets. I don't think anything personally. I'm just on another team." Ryan, one of his former coaches in New York, isn't buying the polite act. He thinks Revis will be out for revenge. Jimmy Garoppolo gets his first start as a 49er today at Soldier Field in Chicago, about 30 miles from his suburban hometown in Arlington Heights, Ill. So he'll have tons of friends and family in the stands. The Niners' leading man also took a page out of his Patriots past with his approach to media obligations. Said Garoppolo, "I'm just trying to take it one game at a time right now. I know that sounds very cliché. There's a lot of football left in the season. We're trying to make the best of it. We're trying to take it 1 week at a time. If we start looking too far ahead, we'll get ahead of ourselves. I think we have the right mindset going into this one." Working connection. Russell Wilson said the extra time spent in the offseason working with Jimmy Graham has paid off. He's finally clicked with his tight end this season, especially in the red zone. Graham's 8 touchdowns have set a franchise record for touchdowns by a tight end, with 6 of those coming from inside the 5-yard line. Wilson said he's developed a special bond with Graham, who arrived 3 years ago. "Well, the chemistry is great right now," Wilson told the Seattle Times. "It can't get any better really. You want to keep it going and keep focusing on ways to get him the football, and also same thing with Doug and same with Paul and Tyler and those guys. Like I said, it's really kind of simple. Tons of work. And it's just like baseball. You get tons of at-bats and you just get used to the pitcher-catcher relationship. All of that is really critical. It's sports, so the more you play with guys, the even better flow that you find, and we are definitely in that flow state right now."